There's a submarine outside. We're underwater. This is from the future. Eat your vegetables. It matters. Hello everyone, welcome back to another weekly review. What did we do this week?
We didn't do much.
It's not true.
We didn't.
I was almost not going to be here because of finals.
Yeah,
but
okay. We're filming this not when... A little bit later. Yeah, a little bit later than we usually would. Because we wanted some time for people to leave comments on the video that went up on Sunday. Yeah, because I posted on Sunday, which would normally be the time where we post the reviews. And
yes.
I thought, and that review wasn't edited, and you were fully busy, so you couldn't help me at all because you were doing finals.
Sorry.
Yeah, and I thought I would edit the review in one day, and I was like, oh, it's okay, I'll just push it back one day. Just concentrate on the Moza video, and I'll just push it back one day. But I think it went up on Wednesday, right?
Yeah, so it was pushed back 3 days.
Yeah, so it's gonna be next week's is gonna be kind of weird too, because it's gonna be about this week, because that's the whole point of being a week late. No, it's not late, it's on purpose, that these reviews are a week.
I just and sit here when you ask me to.
Yeah, there's a buffer for us, so we can edit and film and have like flexibility, and we're using that flexibility now, but it's gonna be a little weird. That's the message from this, and let's get on to the news.
We went to the Holi Festival. Here's a clip. That was fun.
There's a party going on outside.
Yeah, there's a party across the street.
Turning up.
Yeah, they're turning up to some kind of quinceañera or something. I don't know what it is. Anyway, and if you hear that like dinging noise, or that like, there's an ice cream truck.
Oh.
And for some reason.
Yeah, it sounds like a submarine.
Yeah, a submarine.
So
we went to the Holi Festival,
yes.
And when we first went, I told you, or I showed you a photo of what I looked like the last time I went. I went 2 years ago, and I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know what it was about or anything like that.
2 years
but
ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. I didn't know anything about it. And then my parents were invited by some people, like family friends, and they helped put it on in the valley, and they were like, you guys should totally come. It's gonna be really fun. Bring Nadia, that's me. And I was
Really?
like, okay, yeah, that's me.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'll go. I don't know what this is, but they're like, it's just a festival at a park. It's just like a spring thing, festival thing. When we were there, and I saw all of these people covered in colors, and I didn't know what the colors were even made of. I don't know if there was paint or powder or anything. What?
I'm making faces. You'll see later.
Anyway, I didn't know what it was made of, but it was very colorful, and I see this woman covered in the color stuff, and she has color in her hands, and she looks like she's gonna come up to my dad and like throw it on him. And I didn't want him to have like a confrontation with anyone, because I mean, he might get angry because he didn't know he was gonna get dirty or something like that. I don't know.
That sounds familiar.
I know. So because we had no idea that was what it was like, and that you should come expecting to get messy and not dirty, but just really colorful.
Dirty.
Not dirty. It's
color.
not dirt.
It looks dirty when everyone has it.
Yeah, because then all the colors just turn into a brown mess.
Yeah, from the pictures we took, some of them look like we took it at like a battlefield.
Anyway, so yeah, this woman came up to my dad and wanted to throw this color on him, but I got in front of him and I was like, no. And she got me, and I was all colorful, and it was a lot of fun. And we stayed and we had food, and my dad got all colorful, so did my mom. It was a lot of fun. And since then, I wanted to go back, and this year we finally did. We almost didn't because it was the Saturday before I had all my finals. Yeah. But I was like, you know what? On Friday, I like killed myself studying, and then Sunday again. So Saturday we went, and
we walked in, and the first thing that happened within the minute we walked in, someone who.
First of all, I showed you the photo of me
Yes.
2 years ago and how messy I looked.
And
I said, this is what we're doing. This is where we're going. You came wearing a nice blue shirt, and I was like, you have to wear white so the color pops on you.
I actually think it looks good in black. Some people wear in black, and I think it look really good in black.
Yeah.
Because I actually think the white kind of washes it out.
Yeah, you can say that.
But I thought that since I wanted to take the gimbal. We mentioned that last week, or rather a couple days ago.
It was last week.
I wanted to take the gimbal, and I forgot. Well, I forgot something, and so I left the gimbal in the car. I didn't want to take the whole thing, but I took the R to take pictures, and I said, no one's gonna throw stuff at me because I have a camera with me, and they'll be like, oh, he's not here for that.
There were a few people that they're clean.
Yeah.
They were nothing was on them because they had cameras.
Exactly.
And I was like, okay, just be one of them because party pooper over here didn't want to get colorful.
So I thought no one was going to throw anything at me, and yes, I was wearing perhaps inappropriate clothes. But within the minute that we walked in, this lady comes up to us and she's like...
Well, she had the color in her hand and she looked at me like, oh, you're clean. I have to fix that. And I came up to her with open arms and was like, go ahead, get me. And she threw color on me and then on top of my head. And then she threw color at you and it got on your camera.
Got all over the camera and...
He turned into a big grumpy puss.
So we decided to leave the cameras in the car. Including your vlog camera because you also didn't want to get it too dirty.
Yeah, but I did vlog, so go check that out.
Yeah. And then once things... and so then we went back inside and we got colorful. So, I got colorful, so it wasn't
so colorful. Yeah. And then we went to the mall and people were staring. A lot of people asked if we
then we
did
went
a
back
mud
out.
run.
We went back to the car and got the camera stuff for like the last little bit that we stayed there and no one threw stuff at us and that was fine.
And everything was fine. Dasuko. He agrees. Everything was fine. You got all grumpy for nothing. So if you want to check out anything or the rest of our day from the Holi Festival, go check out my vlog. Right there. It's right. Oh, it's right there. It's right there. Moving on. Comments.
Right. So we on the Moza video we said that you guys can comment on it and we would answer the questions. And I have been replying to the questions as the best I could. I got some questions on Twitter and I answered them, but it was to my personal Twitter, which you can find down below. We're working on doing the whole social media thing for this specifically, but maybe until then, just use mine. Sure. All right, go follow down below Twitter. If you have any questions, you can tweet me. Anyways, so yeah, we got a couple questions. I answered them to the best of my ability, but I'm also gonna repeat them here for some reason. Not everyone reads the comments. That's why. Ravi Teja asked if they can be used with a 5D Mark IV body, and hi Ravi. And he asked if he could use that 70-200 zoom lens. I'm gonna say no. Why? The camera's fine. The camera body is fine. It's been tested with the 5D4. But he's talking about the lens here. He's talking about a lens this big. Oh yeah, no. Yeah. The problem with that is it probably could handle it, but once you're getting into the heavier lenses, it's not the problem is not so much the weight. It's the length. That was kind of the point of my review, that the system can hold more than you would ever put on it, because it's meant to be a handheld. They call it pistol grip gimbal rather than the traditional two-handed one. So it's more for events and weddings and stuff like that. It's not so much for like epic filmmaking, motion picture purposes. Right. Yeah. So it's for more domestic. So normally you would try to use like a prime lens and something a little bit lighter. But what I showed in the video was that we mounted 4.6 pounds with a zoom lens, and it could handle it. And I think it could handle the bigger lens, but for you have to balance it, and you have to scooch back the camera a lot. Scooch. And the dimensions won't work out. That's the point. People also don't really stabilize really soon lenses because you don't really need to. Yeah.
Thank you for your question, Ravi.
Yeah.
We hope we answered it to your liking.
Yeah.
Or helpful, I guess, in any way.
4K would be really soon then, and it'd be terrible. You'd be like 400 millimeters. It'd be terrible. Anyways, how do I do this? There's all these. There's good friend Evan that owes me a mariachi band. Yep, haven't forgotten. Never forget. Well, he commented saying that he doesn't have a Apple-friendly girlfriend, and so he can't use it.
Hi, Evan. Hi, Evan's girlfriend.
I reached out to Moza and they said that they would send me a beta for their app. They actually said they would send me.
Really?
Yeah, they said
cool.
They said that would happen this week, and they didn't.
You didn't tell me that.
Didn't I?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, Moza's gonna send us a beta test of their app.
Well, thanks for letting me know before we sat down and recorded it.
What we think about the Nebula 5100?
Alex Aladdin.
Yes.
Is that what it says?
Yes.
Hello, Alex Aladdin. I don't know what's that.
It's another option per se. It's not available, or rather, it's hard to find in the U.S. apparently. Because I looked for it and B&H and Amazon didn't have it. Some other stores did. It looks like a promising product. It's like $900, and it can hold the same. And their selling point is you don't have to balance it. Like our motors are so strong that you don't have to balance anything.
Wow.
Which
That'd
is
be
kind of
nice.
cool, but then it also the fact that they say they can hold 5.5 pounds, either like are they accounting for how unbalanced it would be, or when you load 5 pounds? Because so the Moza would stabilize 5 pounds unbalanced, but then when you look down, it would like freak out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's accounting for that type of movement. I don't know. But it looks really well built, and Nebula makes some interesting products. I don't know why it's kind of unavailable in the U.S. Young Blaze of Chittown was asking about other models as well. If you guys haven't seen it already, like if you guys are shopping around for gimbals, I would suggest a video by App Stoppers where they compare a bunch of gimbals. We'll put a link there. They don't include the Moza in there because I assume because it didn't come out by the time they filmed it.
Mm-hmm.
They actually, because they made an article about it on their website, but they not a review. They made an article when it was. That's actually how I found out that it was coming out because I started made an article like, oh, this new product looks promising or something like that. But yeah, they made a video comparing a bunch of other gimbals, and you know what the Moza can do. You can extrapolate. So you can take that into consideration and make a more informed choice. So Ren Levi asked how it performs with an unstabilized lens on body, because our Sonys have in-body stabilization, and
they have homeostasis.
Sure. And the Tamron has image stabilization in the lens as well.
Okay.
And I've seen some other people ask that on Facebook as well on the.
He has some place to be. It's over there.
I've seen some other people ask that on the Facebook page as well for the Moza product. No one's really answered it to my knowledge. So I ran a couple tests and I'll make a video on it. Stay tuned for that. I have some comments. You'll see it there.
I'll see. You'll all see.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be out Monday or Tuesday, I think.
When is this coming out?
It's supposed to be out Sunday at noon.
Sunday at noon.
If anyone's noticed, I don't think anyone cares. We've always been late.
Yep.
I think the first video was on time.
I don't even think it was.
I think it was. I don't know. Great. And finally, Lolita Ribeiro. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Hey Lolita, hey. Hey Lolita, hey.
Asked us to make a full review, and I want to make a full review.
Okay, let's do it.
Well, I want to make the full review, but I want the app to come out. Ideally, I want the full app to come out, not just the beta.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if the beta has some problems. Yeah, I feel like every time I use it, I find new stuff, like new comments to say. So yeah, I do want to make a full review, but it won't come for like another month. maybe even more.
We want it to be completely,
Like a long-term use review.
yeah,
Like
more
how-
in-depth and more well-rounded.
Yeah, like looking at the product in the sense of, I've had this for a while. Would I recommend someone else getting it?
Exactly.
In the meantime, I also want to make other reviews for other things we got, like the wireless HDMI thing. I want to make a review for that. I told you about that.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right, I think that's it for this week.
Yeah. We should be doing some more projects soon because I am free for about 2 weeks and then I have school again because I take summer courses because
Nerd.
I'm a nerd. I'm a dedicated student and I don't like taking time off. I want to just go, get it done. So, yeah. But I mean, the summer course isn't going to be for that long. It's only like a 5-6 week course and it's 5 days a week every day, but not that long. So I should still have time to do other projects that we're working on, like the commercial and a little short film that we already have written and thought out. We just need to do it, which I think we mentioned a little while ago.
Did we? I think we've mentioned. I think we mentioned like, oh, we need to get started on that, but I don't think we ever necessarily talked about it.
Camera died because we've been rambling for too long, and then I started eating crackers.
Okay. Well, everything that we wanted to say was there. So we're just gonna wrap up. So, see you guys next week.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you guys very much for watching. Make sure to like this video if you liked it, and comment below any questions that you may have. We will answer them in the next one.
Yes.
Any questions at all, you can either comment below or tweet me. You can tweet. We'll get it. Description's below, or it's right here. Right here.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to edit that.
All right.
What? Yeah. So, like the video says already, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah.
If it's your first time here, welcome.
Yeah. Welcome to Neverland.
We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.